In Innovation today, we're going to start off by looking at payment solutions. And to find out more about this, I have with me McLean Mayonga, who's the business developer from Data Vision. When we're looking at payment solutions, lots of things come to mind, whether it's paying bills for electricity, water, and of course there's fees for school as well. So when we look at payment solutions, you've come up with something called AdaLipa. Why did you come up with this idea?
I think AdaLipa just came from looking around what's been happening. I've seen my parents paying for my fees, and it was a bit hectic. There's basically two ways to do that. It's either you go to a bank, get your deposit slip, and then go to school and submit the deposit slip for approval. The second way is getting back amount of cash and going to the school straight. But all those ways are a little bit inefficient. With the presence of mobile money, we came up with ideas that we might try and cut it into minimal time spent to do all those services. As time goes on, people get really busy and you have lots of stuff to do. So if you enable a parent to pay school fees wherever they are at any time, is one of the best solutions I think you can ever come up with, and we just did that.
Okay, so what do you think is so unique about this solution that is different from other payment modes?
The unique part is that you can actually identify every child by their unique ID. So it's not like a bulk payment where just money is being deposited in the account, but you can actually identify that this amount is for Matt, this amount is for Yvonne, this amount is for student X, and they've paid this amount for a certain term or a certain interval, that sort of way, which other solutions don't do that. If you're talking about a collection account for mobile money, it's normally just a bulk, like just a total amount. You don't have all those nitty-gritties of details that can help like an administrator know that this amount is for child 1, this amount for child 2, for easy reconciliations.
And in terms of efficiency or reliability, what can you say about this?
It's highly reliable in a sense that, in order to get into a mobile money business, we work as aggregators. We partner with mobile money networks like Tigo Pesa, M-Pesa, and Airtel Money. We work collaboratively with them to come up with these solutions. So what happens, to do that, you really need to be audited by BOT, as in Bank of Tanzania. So talking about security, all those are checked. Talking about reliability, you should be also checked. Due diligence has to be done to get into the industry.
What needs to be put in place for it to actually work?
We try to think about minimizing the initial investment for schools. So what happens is you just need your laptop, your internet, and you're ready to go.
Okay, so you're ready to go. So maybe you can give us an example of actually how that actually works. So give us a demonstration.
Basically what happens as a school, what you should do, you should just go to the link. It's www.adalipa.co.tz. Once you get in there, you can see all the information. But if you already have an account, you just go straight to sign in. So I'll assume that I already have an account and I'm a school administrator. So after signing in, I'll quickly put my login credentials there. Sorry. And this will take me straight to the dashboard. It all depends on that. But if you had it on a local area network, then you should be really fine. So this is what any administrator sees. On the dashboard is quite informative. You can get summary of the number of students that are registered. You can get the number of transactions. You can get an amount of paid fees. And this is the amount that has been settled. By this means that the amount that has been taken to the bank account. So once the student pays or the parent pays, the money is still in the mobile money area. So if the school wants to take their money to the bank account, they just click settle and it's all done. And
so you can monitor the payments and everything on this dashboard?
Yes, definitely. You can do everything. As you can see here, you have like a graph that shows you, how the payment are going. So you can actually tell and even make decisions that maybe on the month of May, I know I will get, a range of certain amount of fees. and around maybe July, there'll be a little bit of depreciation. So you can make decisions based on that as quick as that. So this is just a simple dashboard, and then you can see a list of your students here that are registered. So for example, here we have 2 students, just an example. You have an area where you can even message the parents, or doing the fee reminders, and you know, doing those normal messages, for example, just normal notifications, but you can also do fee reminders for people that haven't finished doing their payments. So you can also see the payments that have been done. So once the school, maybe the student is coming to you and say that my parent is paid for this amount, you can actually, you know, cross-check it that the amount is already been deposited before issuing the receipt or any form of certification that he has paid.
You talked about the security. You know, in terms of security, how does this work? How do you ensure security of the transactions?
This is all information being passed from one area to another. So if I pay via mobile money network, what happens is we get that information to us, and then we post it on the school website or the school account. So what happens is all those information, they're secured. If you want to know that the website is secured, you see this part here is HTTPS. This is a secured website. So anything that passes there is already secured. Normal website, you just see HTTP. So there's a secured service layer, SSL. That's the service that we're using to protect all the information that has been going back and forth between mobile networks to us, to the school. So everything is protected from the start to the finish.
Okay, so this is a dashboard which shows on the side of the school how they can actually track the payments and see, you know, how this is taking place. But I'm a parent now and I want to make my payments on my mobile phone. How would I go about doing that? Maybe you can show us on the phone. Yeah.
As I told you before, all the students have a payment ID. As you can see here, this is the payment ID for this student, Mark, right? So what I do is I go straight to my phone. So what happens is, assuming I'm a parent now, so what I do, I go to my mobile money service, and then I go to pay bill. Depending on what network you are, you can just look at the numbering. So for my network is number 4, and then you go to input business number. The business number for AdaLipa or /AdaLipa, you can call it that way, is 400-700. So once you're there, every parent will be issued the payment ID. So for this case is MAC is 0011 44532, and then you get this feedback. You see Jina La Campuni here. You see your reference number that you used, and then you put in your PIN. Then you're ready to go. So the first thing that you get the message from the mobile network itself, telling you that you made this payment, and then you get a message from AdaLipa as well. So
yeah, the message has already come in.
Yeah, this is from Tigo Pesa. So this is showing you that you have already paid that amount. Yeah, yeah, and
so it's quite quick.
It's quite quick. It's quite immediate, really. Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing away with all those queues in the banks and the hassle of rushing to, you know, paying those, you know, fees at the bank itself. You know, sort of just do the fingertips, your phone and your laptop. That easy, yeah?
You can be at work and just still pay for your students' fees.
What's the response from the institutions, the schools?
It's really good.
Are they changing? Yeah, seeing, you know, the benefits of such a solution.
They're actually seeing the benefits. Although you have a little bit of, you know, reluctance at first, but once they get to use it and they understand how they can make the most of it, then it's just easy from there. They just become cooperative and they love it. So initially they will have like a lot of the paperwork. You know, you have like thousands of deposit slips that you have to reconcile. But now you just pull out your report from AdaLipa, and then you can see this child is paid, this is paid, this is paid this much. So everything is done for you.
Okay. And when it comes to innovation, as an innovator, you're always looking to advance that, you know, what you've come up with. And with AdaLipa, what would you like to do to improve on this solution?
Basically, we want to make it like an omni-channel sort of payment, e-payment rather, for fees. So what happens is any sort of payment channel that comes up, we just put it up. We are planning to use even debit cards, Visa and MasterCard as well, credit cards. So parents can be flexible. You don't have, if you don't have mobile money, then you can just, do it with the Visa card. So it makes it more easier, and you have several routes to make a payment.
So that's your next step.
Yeah,
When should we expect that to come into place?
We're actually in conversation with some of the other financial institutions to do that. Yeah. So it's soon, I guess.
Good luck.